Attention everybody, this is the captain speaking and welcome to my channel, The New Traveling Critic. I'm your host Kapitan Konupis, and remember the previous episode on the ship from Cetus where I had said that if nothing comes in between, we are going to meet again in September. Well, something else came in between, because tonight you're finding me again in Karystos, southern Evia, Greece, and more specifically at ELL Jewelry on Sartouri Street 59, where I'm going to present to you the art exhibition of Mrs. Ria Axeli. Unfortunately, Mrs. Axeli cannot be with us today, but with me is the owner of the ELL Jewelry Design, Mrs. Eleni Kirou, Mrs. Eleni Kirou, and she has asked me to speak in Greek, and then I'm going to translate into English. So she's going to make an introduction to the work of Mrs. Axeli, and then we're going to look at a couple of pictures. So first of all, I'm going to thank her for being here. Ria Kirou, ευχαριστώ πάρα πολύ που είσαστε εδώ.
Εγώ να σας ευχαριστήσω με τη σειρά μου. Αυτός εδώ είναι ο χώρος τέχνης που έχω δημιουργήσει. Λέγεται L Jewelry.
Αυτός είναι
ο χώρος τέχνης που έχω δημιουργήσει. Ονομάζεται L Jewelry Design. Σήμερα έχουμε τη χαρά να φιλοξενήσουμε την καλλιτέχνηδα Ria Axeli.
Okay, actually she just said what I said before. Αν έχετε την καλοσύνη να μου πείτε δύο λόγια, so I'm going to ask her to say a couple of words about Mrs. Axeli. Mrs. Kirou told me before that actually it is the first cooperation of her with Mrs. Axeli. As a matter of fact, it is the first exhibition of Mrs. Axeli. And so I've asked her to say a couple of words about the biography, the CV of Mrs. Axeli before we get into showing the pictures. Αν έχετε την καλοσύνη να μου πείτε δύο λόγια για όσα γνωρίζετε, εν πάση περιπτώσει, για τη δουλειά της κυρίας Αξελή και το βιογραφικό της.
Η Ria Axeli ζει και εργάζεται στην Αθήνα.
So she lives in Athens.
Ναι, αυτή είναι η πρώτη της ατομική έκθεση.
As I said, it's her first private exhibition.
Ζωγραφίζει ρεαλιστικά.
She paints realistically. You're going to see that afterwards.
Η έμπνευσή της έρχεται από ταξίδια, φωτογραφίες και μέρη που έχει επισκεφτεί και προσπαθεί με τον δικό της τρόπο μέσα από τα πολύχρωμα μολύβια της, με πολλή λεπτομέρεια και υπομονή, να τα αποτυπώσει στη ζωγραφική.
Okay, so she said that Mrs. Axeli is being inspired by her travels and other inspirations that she's getting, and she is using many colorful pencils, and she's using a lot of detail, which we are going to see. As a matter of fact, we know that Mrs. Axeli actually is autodidactic, so she has started as a child. She had a passion in arts. Αλλά από ό,τι βλέπω εδώ έχει κάνει και κάποιες σπουδές στην Αγγλία, στην Αμερική, έχει βραβευτεί.
Συμμετέχει σε εκθέσεις, οποίες στην Αμερική και στην Αγγλία έχει πάρει κάποια αντίστοιχη διάκριση για τη δουλειά της.
So she has been doing some exhibitions in the United States and in England, and she has been awarded some minor distinctions. And let's look at a couple of pictures. Και αν έχετε την καλοσύνη να μου πείτε κιόλας, αν θέλετε λιγάκι, τι μας δείχνει η κυρία Axeli με τον κάθε πίνακα. Of course, we're not going to show everything because we want you to come and see the exhibition. Οπότε να ξεκινήσουμε, έτσι. So, λοιπόν, αυτό εδώ είναι...
ονομάζεται μια σημαντική μέρα.
So this is called an important day.
Είναι το έργο αυτό που βλέπουμε, είναι ο σύζυγος της κυρίας, είναι η έμπνευσή της.
Okay, so this is the husband of Mrs. Ria Axeli. As a matter of fact, that this is inspiration. Ναι.
Ένα κομμάτι της δουλειάς της είναι τα πρόσωπα.
Part of her work is people, so faces. And let's go to the other one. May I be that αυτός είναι ο γιος. So I told her not to tell me whether this is her son. But she told me she doesn't know.
αυτός και εκείνος ονομάζεται.
Πώς?
Το έργο ονομάζεται εκείνος και εκείνος.
So this picture is called Him and Him. Okay, so one him is the man, obviously, and the other him is the dog. Very realistic picture. And για να δούμε ακόμα κάνα δύο. Πάμε εδώ πέρα στα χελιδόνια. Τι είναι αυτό? Όχι, σπουργίτια είναι. So these are sparrows, actually. And this is called η γλώσσα μιας εικόνας. This is called the language of a picture, which means actually that you don't need words in order to see what the picture is describing. Νομίζω ότι τα πω όλα. She told me I have said everything. And we're going for a last one, which is this one here. And Cozy Cafe. Cozy Cafe. Είναι κάποιο συγκεκριμένο, είναι μια συγκεκριμένη...
Πρέπει να... Τώρα δεν είμαι εδώ και καλλιτέχνης, αλλά πρέπει να είναι κάτι για εκείνη, γιατί ήθελε να το φωτογραφίσει, να το κρατήσει και με τον τρόπο της ζωγραφικής να το κρατήσει στον χρόνο.
Οπότε τα φωτογραφίζει και μετά το ζωγραφίζει, έτσι.
Ναι.
Okay, so Mrs. Axeli is actually taking pictures. So these are actually real pictures, and then she's turning them into paintings. This is interesting. Okay, I think we've seen enough. As I said, I don't want to show too much because I want you to come here and see the exhibition. Οι ώρες είναι από τις 10 ως τις 2 και μετά πάλι από τις 6 ως τις 9. Okay, so the hours of the exhibition are from 10 to 2 from 10 in the morning until 2 in the noon, and then again from 6 in the afternoon until 9 in the evening. The address is Sachtouri 59. Here in Karystos, southern area Greece. The place is called ELL Jewelry Design, and the exhibition continues until August the 3rd. That was all for today. Now, our next encounter is not going to be in September, as I had said in the previous episode, because we're going to do a couple of changes. As a matter of fact, I wanted to do the episode in Tbilisi in September, and then the one in Livadia in November, but as a matter of fact, we're going to change it. So probably we're going to be in Tbilisi in August and in Livadia in September, and then Salamina remains for October. So probably we're going to meet again in Tbilisi in August, and until then, stay well and goodbye.